Welcome back to the F-Zero Climax playthrough, and now we're gonna finally take on the Gold Cup, and we're gonna be playing as Kate Allen in her vehicle Super Piranha. Now, Kate Allen was a pop star, a pretty famous one who had 10 brothers and sisters, and one day she got bored of being a pop star, so she just started racing. I'm not even lying. It's very wacky. If only one of the pop stars these days will join racing, join NASCAR or F1 racing. Oh, that would be a hoot. And it'd be very dangerous, none the least, but still. So, do you remember when I said I won't be coming in first place every race? Well, I was specifically saying that because of this cup. This cup and then the next one, because they happen to be very brutal. Very brutal. It took a while to beat these when I first played this game, trust me. Which is really why I appreciate the 3-lap system.
2 laps to go.
Because I think I think it helps out with these really difficult tracks. And short isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of games with really short levels that are incredibly fun. Take, for example, a game that I've played a lot, Super Meat Boy. The longest the levels can be, if you go through the level without dying once, is probably around roughly 3 minutes or 2 minutes. But the game's amazing. And no one really complains that the levels are that long because they're so difficult. And I guess the difficulty makes up for the time. And the same case can be said about F-Zero. Because, as you'll probably see, this playthrough will probably take about 2 hours total of the Expert and Master Cups. And probably the Master Cup just together will take about an hour. But the thing is, it takes a little bit longer than just an hour to master these tracks. And the feel and the control of this game, I assure you.
You won first place.
Ah, first place. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I think there's 2 specific tracks that I was really worrying about. Not this one. This one's pretty fun. I think that I prefer this game over GP Legend. Mostly, this may be strange, but I think I prefer it over it because of the color scheme. It seemed that GP Legend had a lot of more warm colors, and there was a lot of yellow. I think Illusion was yellow from the last time I played it, and then Mute City was too. And I think I just prefer the color palette of this game mostly because, to me, it looks more colorful, and well, a lot of stages have cooler colors.
You're holding the lead.
That and this game probably has better backgrounds. I don't know, it's been a while since I've played that game. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Looks like you're getting the hang of it. Way to go.
Oh yeah, remember what I was talking about, the jumps? Yeah, this track you can be able to take little shortcuts with the jumps, which is pretty cool. Sorry I got that out a little bit too late, but I was trying to think of something else. Oh, this is a very cool track, and you'll see why in a second. I'm not sure if we saw this in the Expert Cups, but this track has a mechanic that some other sand ocean tracks don't have. Do you see that sandstorm? Well, in a few moments, it's going to affect our race tremendously. Because whatever direction that sandstorm's blowing is the direction is blowing against us. Or so it can really shape out how you drive this track, and it can really disorient you. Disorient.
There's another racer on your tail.
Disorient
You got it.
you.
You got it. 2 laps to go. You've got a new booster. You're about to lose the lead. You got it. Watch your back.
Yeah, this was one of the tracks that I was talking about. I wasn't planning to come in first place because I think this is one of the more difficult tracks on the Cup. Well, other than a different one. I think it's coming next. No, that one is very difficult as well. Generally, I think the most difficult tracks in this game consist of Firefield tracks, Firefield, Big Blue, and then probably Sand Ocean. I'm just saying Sand Ocean because of these sandstorm levels. And by the way, that was a close call. F-Zero, why are you so exhilarating? Yeah, this is the track I was talking about, Big Blue. It's mostly difficult because it has these really I'd say almost 90-degree turns. They're very difficult to overcome. And even the computer players have a difficult time playing this. Just check and look at the racer count. It's 24. Look what it is at the end of this race. It is ridiculous. Also, Big Blue tracks, I think I've already mentioned this before, are difficult because the boost refillers are located in midpoints of the track, not at the very beginning or the very end, as most tracks do. Firefield does that too, a lot of Firefield tracks. And Sand Ocean, probably in the... No, Sand Ocean has it near the beginning or end. That turns crazy. I think it is very possible to make it. I let the title screen roll for a few seconds, and there turns out to be a tutorial, and I think there's a move that I didn't know of. Apparently, if you hold down diagonal right or diagonal left while holding the R or L buttons, you can do this very sharp drift. Anyway, it's just the second lap, and we've lost 6 racers as of now. Oh, no, 7. Sorry, 7. It is ridiculous. And that's probably the only racer KO I probably will get through the duration of this game. Most of them are by accident. Now, there was this really cool game mode in F-Zero X where you had to eliminate all the racers. I can't believe I made first place on that track. Mostly consisted of luck.
You won first place.
So anyway, I was talking about this really cool mode in F-Zero X where basically your task was just to destroy as many racers as possible. Lost Way 3. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Lost Way 4. So, I mentioned before I find these tracks really very easy. I think it's mostly because even though there's no rails, the tracks seem very wide for the most part, and when they become narrow, it's practically a straightaway, so it's not difficult to get used to it. And there seems to be a lot of boost refilling. And they don't pull any really sharp turns on you either. And besides, if you make it to Lost Way, you're probably used to not hitting into the walls as much, so really it's not that bad. Now, 3D F-Zero games without rails are very difficult. I think in F-Zero GX, there's this road that's called Phantom Road, and it's extremely difficult. You raced it at the end of the story mode of the game, and you're practically racing against the staff ghosts. I'm not gonna lie. When I say staff ghosts, I mean you can't run into it at all. It's just a phantom you're racing against, so it's essentially a staff ghost.
Way to go! Go! Congratulations!
So that was the end of the Gold Master Cup.
You won first.
And so we will be coming to the final cup, which is the Diamond. No, it's the Platinum Cup. The Platinum Master Cup. So I'll be seeing you during that challenging sequences of races, and I hope you enjoyed this video.